Hey, what's up, YouTube? Dracolich here, coming to you from the Indie Gaming Lair. I've got a special treat here today for you, as in Low Magic Age. Low Magic Age is a indie game on Steam. Right now, it has a very positive rating of 92%. It is an early access game. I usually don't do early access games, but this one actually stood out as being something that I think you'll enjoy in your indie experience, and I can't believe that it won't get better throughout time. The price right now is 19.49. The developer is Low Magic Studios, and the publisher is Low Magic Studios, which is kind of rare. I can see that both the developer is the publisher and the publisher is the developer. This could be a concern, but I have seen this game being updated regularly, so I believe it's okay. It has no, they have no older games. The graphics are very rudimentary graphics and old school. Let's see what they say about their own game. So from the developer, it is an adventure and fight in a medieval fantasy open world. Build heroic characters with various abilities, travel through villages, cities, and perilous dungeons. In this world of sword and magic, you can choose your own way of life freely as one of the core gameplays. Low Magic Age owns a strategic turn-based combat system and advanced character building, field of view, fog of war, charging and flanking spells, and combat maneuvers. You can experience more exciting game features in the fast-paced arena mode. Now, the arena mode is basically just like, well, what it is, just you have your characters and you fight in an arena with monsters. Not very impressive, but if you want to test out your characters, you can in the arena. The main thing comes from the adventure mode, basically. Now, the graphics can be best described as old school RPG, almost like Wizardry. Very, very rudimentary, very like 2D sprites kind of thing. But I like it. Some people might not. The main thing about this game is that it takes a lot from Dungeons and Dragons. And when I say a lot, I mean rules, creatures, a lot of different things from there, and actually puts it into a really nice kind of adventure world that seems alive too, actually, surprisingly enough, even though it's only 2D. So let's get into the adventure mode. Now in the adventure mode, there's a general tab, the combat difficulty, level cap, level up speed. You can actually go through this and make it custom any way you want. You can make it, hardcore, roguelike, classic, or explorer in the world itself. You can make the world size bigger, wild monster density. You can customize this any which way you want to. I find that actually really good. They put a lot of thought and detail into this to try to make this part of the game, and I really appreciate that. Okay. I'm just going to put everything as normal. Here you got the house rules. In the house rules, there are tons of them. Add con to score to total HP, armor class level bonus, save bonus increases. There's tons of them here. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's the general. There's the races. I like this one where it has the elves as, graceful step, and the dwarfs are, slower and everything like that. I think that's pretty good. There's classes rules. Spell rules, skill rules, and other. I mean, you can go through these ones yourself, or I can actually go through it if you'd like in a different video. But this is just a kind of like just a quick impressions and a quick review of the game itself. Okay, I'd say okay. Now I've actually made my own characters. It comes with a large amount of characters, which I've actually deleted, and I've made a bunch of characters myself just to see what it's like. As you'll get to know if you subscribe and like this video and you see other videos, you'll know that for any kind of RPG, I love dwarfs. So Duvamilla was my first character that I created, and of course he's a paladin. I was going to make a fighter, but I wanted some extra healing. My next favorite thing, of course, is being a druid. So I had to be a druid. Borator, you have to have a cleric in any kind of party. I mean, you don't have to. You can make it actually much harder for yourself, and if you like that, then go right ahead. Sorcerer, I like sorcerers. It's either that or do a rogue or just a basic wizard. Sorcerers I kind of like in Dungeons and Dragons out of all of them. Kind of like your inherit magic. Monk, and then a wood elf I'm going to go with. Gotta have the ranger, gotta have the elves. And as you can see on the side, there's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. I mean, right? And then armor class, and then attacks and traits, and it comes directly from Dungeons and Dragons, basically. So probably it's because this is actually made with RPG Maker Engine, and yeah, it actually was hard to record this because it wasn't actually registering as a game in my recording studio there. So we're going to keep on going. So creating world, browse, construct strata, plan coastlines, regulate, sow grass. Here we go. They're building the world. Now beforehand, this was actually just on the legacy mode, and it was a static world. All the POVs were static. Everything was static. And then they updated it and had this world generator, and it made the game 1,000 times better. I probably might not have advised to get this if it didn't have this world generation. If you're still like, if you loved D&D like myself, I still probably would have recommended it, but just on a general thing, I probably would not have recommended it. Outsiders, you're a group of adventurers from distant lands stepping onto the vast and unfamiliar continent with dreams in your hearts. Though you've heard tales of adventure and opportunity here, the specifics remain a mystery. You need to visit the local Adventurers Guild for first-hand information. Your immediate task is to report to the nearest Adventurers Guild and register as novice adventurers. Objectives: journey to Raymondale. Okay. So as you can see, it's 2D sprites and tiles. Very rudimentary graphics. It's not its highlight for this game. Basically it's for the gameplay and for the character generation. Character generation is quite fun and quite in depth. Over here you see dwarven mines, you see little artisan camps, you see farmlands. You see your party in the middle here. These are monsters. You got a goblin rogue, goblin cutthroat, goblin shooter, one dog. If you move out, you can see that we need to go to Raymondale over here. And there's a small town down here too. A lot of information if you move over things. You can even see, commoners. There are actually parties and other people moving around the map as you are playing the game, so that's really good. So let's move towards maybe the monsters, and I can show you a little bit of the combat. It will actually tell you what challenge it is. So this one's challenge rating 1. These dwarven mines are unvisited, and it's a challenge rating 1, which means it's a dungeon. So we can actually go in here too, and I can show you a little bit of the dungeon crawling. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because after that we go into the town, and I'll just show you how to do a quest and the different kind of things you can do in a town, and then we'll stop it right there. And if you decide to get it, it's on Steam right now for $19.49 Canadian, and that's even cheaper for you guys in the States. Okay, so we're going to move up. It's all kind of one-for-one turn-based. Move up again. This means they see us, and we're going to go in. Okay, this has actually never happened. They're actually in here somewhere maybe, or they're still outside, actually dumping me right into the dungeon itself, which I didn't expect actually. I haven't done that before. So we're in the actual dungeon for the Dwarven Mines. Very rudimentary, very grid-like. I actually kind of like it like this because it reminds me of the old days, you know, when you had the grid paper and you went through in Dungeons & Dragons and mapped out the dungeon. Well, this is kind of the same thing. So what we want to do is we're going to take our party and we go to this room. Situation unknown. So we'll just go inside. Room explored. Nothing there. And go to another room. So, monsters found. A few half-orc berserkers and a few halfling thieves. Challenge rating 1. And I'm going to attack. Okay. So we're in a tiny room here. And it looks like we just were surprised. My cleric can move. And so you can do a move and then an attack if you wish. So I can move over here and then attack the halfling, and of course I miss. Then it goes to my dwarf, and I put my dwarf out in front, and I have 70% chance, 30% chance, 70% chance, probably because this guy's a little bit quick. I'm going to go for the orc. There we go, halfway through. Half orc berserker. I'm going to do a shot. Let's see here. It looks like I have my sword actually out and not my bow, which I'm going to have to change on that. So we're going to have to swap weapons to longbow. And then we can shoot. Miss, of course. And then bring my monk up. Oh, attacks of opportunity. If I actually tried to move away, they get attacks of opportunity. As I said before, it's deep into Dungeons & Dragons, so you move away, you'll get attacked. We're going to go for an attack. My monk takes him out. Oh, I got hit. And it tells me how I can cast spells. And in the spells that we have Magic Missile and Sleep. I'm going to Magic Missile. I'm going to Magic Missile this guy at 100%. Now, Magic Missile is 100% hit. Does 2 to 5 damage only, though. You'll notice that in Dungeons & Dragons there's 3 Magic Missiles and they do more damage, but in this one it's a little bit weaker. So, as you can see, it's not really that great. Okay, so we're going to defend. They missed my my monk. I can then actually use a healing if I want. I have Cure Wounds, 3 of them, and another Summon an Ally. We can actually summon another ally. I'll just show you this. A rat, a monkey, a viper snake, and a wolf. Let's go for another wolf. This will disappear after the combat, but this wolf will always be there when I go into combat. So I'll put that up there. Oh, right here. This is what I want to show you too. So down here it says the wolf melee attack half-orc berserker hit, and it actually gives you what happened. Deals 7 points of damage, blood rage, and the half-orc, but then prone roll. And if anyone knows D&D, they'll know about prone rolls from dogs. So if a dog attacks you, it has a chance to knock you down. And it certainly did, so it knocked him down, which is good. Gives us a total advantage on this. My other dog can do the same thing, and we're going to do it to this half-orc. And we proned him as well, so that's pretty good. So we tried to get back up, and we killed him. The cleric has this guy, and my wood elf is kind of, holding back this sneaky little halfling from trying to flank us. We're gonna go for him, even though it's only 15%. We actually hit him, which is pretty interesting. We're gonna go for this guy on the ground. He's gonna be down. I think I will swap weapons again. Yes. He missed me while I swapped weapons, and then I went after him for 20%. Missed. I will do Flurry of Blows, and once again, if you know anything about D&D, Flurry of Blows for monks. I love Flurry of Blows. Hit him once. My wizard, I believe, has a crossbow. I'm just going to shoot the crossbow and not use any kind of spell materials or anything. My dwarf was hit pretty bad. I'm going to heal him up and then defend on my druid. You don't get to actually control the secondary wolf, but you do get to control the wolf that actually is still around. So 15. These guys are very slippery. And misses. So he's right in behind. He'll get a flanking. Okay. Once again, I get kind of flanking on him, so I get a 25% hit. Misses. My paladin will go for cleaning up the half-orc, which are easier to hit. I will rapier him in behind, and he got hurt pretty bad. He's still pretty hard to hit, but not for Magic Missile. Okay. So, I am going to use my last healing, but as you can see, the halfling had a chance to interrupt with an opportunity of attack. That really doesn't happen that often in D&D, especially if you're beside a person. it doesn't really register an actual opportunity of attack. That is a little bit different here. So I'm going to defend on that because I already... Oh, the wolf took him out. And this wolf goes in, tries to get a hold of him, doesn't do anything. Bring in everyone to just finish this guy off, hopefully. And, well, I'm just going to defend. And my wolf that I'm not controlling gets to kill. So in the loot, you got 90 experience, 150 gold, and 1 renowned. Yay! We got also a light crossbow, an orc double axe, and some lockpicks. Just tells you defeated. Okay, so there's that room cleared out. And we can keep on going. This happens sometimes on each of these squares. There can be a trap or a treasure, and we'll just do the trap. And basically it shows my best people, and of course my ranger is actually the best at this. Very simple lock, DC 9, so right there, just like Dungeons and Dragons. 86% success rate, so we're going to try to open it. We did a windfall, and we get a light shield, a silvered heavy pick, and gold pieces. Take all. So far what I've seen in the game is that the loot is pretty good. It kind of repeats after a little bit of play, and you kind of get bored of it. There could be more kind of loot and more loot that is more to the environment that you're in. There's something here. I tried to go one more space. There's a suspicious place, which pretty much means there's a trap. There's something suspicious ahead. You need to discover and eliminate the danger before moving on. Search. Search failed. A wall blade trap is automatically reset and has been triggered. Ooh, that hurt my ranger. Disarm trap. Oh, got hurt again. I'm going to back off of that and get back into this room and do a camp. Now this will take some of my supplies. But I will heal and get everything back on there. Now I could keep on going, and I would normally keep on going, but I would like to show you the town itself and the outside world. So I'm going to go back to the door, and you can come back to any kind of dungeon that you haven't fulfilled and keep on going with it no matter what. Here's some monsters, a few kobold slingers and a few kobold skirmishers. There also seems to be adventurers in there. So I'm just going to keep on going towards, yeah, looks like a whole bunch of adventurers. So these adventurers will keep on going and actually doing their own exploring and everything. So, and their own fighting. So, well, these people greet you normally. Thank you. Let's get to Raymondale. So in Raymondale, the things you can do in town are pretty standard. You can buy supplies, which you need for your camp, and to do your short and long rests. Well, I say short and long rests because of Dungeons and Dragons, but the rest itself. Spell materials are needed, and I like that because I think you should simulate that you need actual materials to cast spells. It doesn't go into depth that specific spells need specific ingredients. Maybe that might be further down the line. Anyways, you can buy both. I'm going to buy just resupply myself. Maybe get 5 more just to beam myself back up. You can buy trade licenses, so you can trade actual tradable specialities like dried meat or rice or cabbages, and you can create your own business in this too. I haven't gone too in depth into that yet, but it seems like the developer really wants to give a full kind of range of experience for his game, which I really like, or his or her game, I don't know. So here we got the town information, the tavern, which actually has, different kind of quests that you can take up, adventurers that you can actually hire to yourself, so half orcs, humans, sorcerers. You can do a lot of things. So if you came into the game with just one character, you can actually come here and just hire actual adventurers. I like that. Marketplace doesn't do me anything. Shop, basically, if you want to sell your different things that you want to sell from your adventures. You just do that here. Oh, I might keep that one actually. And in the temple, you can actually purchase healing potions and everything like that. So maybe get like one healing potion. That took a lot actually. Down on this side is basically the bank, storage box, workshops, artisan, adventure guilds, substitute characters, and town services. Basically town services. It just lists the things that you can actually do on this side. The UI is a little bit clunky, but I still like it. It's operational. The quest will appear down here as a question mark, and it just says Outsiders, your group of adventurers from distant lands. So this is basically the quest that we had to actually get to the Adventurers Guild. So just as you've done it, Journey to Arendelle, you finish that. We get 45 experience, and we get just the, hey, you did a great job. Prelude to the Crisis, monsters appearing in large numbers. Get outside and basically kill 3 stacks of monsters and complete 3 town quests and get to 5 reputation, and then we'll get you these rewards. This is just to start you off as the adventurers in the realm. And you go accept, and then you can do whatever you like to do. You can do the 3 of these if you like, or go to another town and do 3 of those quests if you like. You can just go outside and start killing monsters, which we have to kill, I believe, 3. And so on and so forth. You can go into dungeons, you can explore dungeons, you can get treasure in the dungeons themselves. Usually the dungeon will actually have a main encounter at the end that will be harder than the rest. Sometimes it doesn't though. And yeah, so that is Low Magic Age. Now, right now it is $19.49 Canadian. I would say that my overall rating, to take into account the graphics, music, and gameplay, and loop, is 6 out of 10 at this point, because it's early access game. They're still developing it. If you love Dungeons & Dragons though, like I do, I would give this a 7 out of 10. And I'm pretty sure this game, after it gets to a completed 1.0, it will be like a game that's 8 or even 9 out of 10. The graphics are rudimentary. I don't know if the developer is going to change any of that. There is a workshop for this game, and people have been modding it and putting more sprites in there that actually look really good. I haven't done that because I wanted to give you just the pure version of the game itself. As I said, I believe I mentioned this, that I did get this game for $3. I did a search on this, and you can actually get this game for $7.79 Canadian regularly. So almost every second month or third month, or even in the Steam sales, it will regularly go down to $7.79. And for that amount of money, this is completely worth it. I think the most I would spend on it would be $10, but that's because I'm frugal and I'm cheap right now. I want to keep it on the down low, but if you want to actually support the developer, and I would support this indie developer, I would suggest, yeah, you can actually spend the $20. I mean, $20 is like a dinner nowadays. So yeah. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, go right ahead. I'm just starting out my channel, and I know I have a lot to improve. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I want my channel to be a channel that actually supports and showcases indie games, because I do believe that the AAA games nowadays, they've lost the path, basically, and 90% of them are just out there to grab your money, and they have no consideration to even their own gameplay. So yeah, I will talk to you on the next side.